Здравствуйте, это Galina. Hi, this is Galina and my Russian language video course for beginners from NotesForRU. And I remember that last lesson we started talking about the prepositional case in Russian language. I didn't give you all information about the prepositional case, and also we didn't do any exercises. And I promised you that today we will continue talking about the prepositional case. I will give you a little bit more information, and also we will do some exercises that you understand this case better. And before we start learning new information, let's repeat what we already know. And I want to repeat with you about subject and object of a sentence. Let's look at this sentence. Моя дочка в школе. My daughter is at the school. And as you remember from the last lesson, we have to understand what is subject and what is the object of the sentence. Дочка here is the subject. Subject is the main thing in the sentence. About subject, normally the sentence was created. And в школе, it's an object. That's why you can see that в школе has different form from the main form школа. And that's why only subject can be in the nominative case in Russian sentences. You can see дочка, it's a subject, and дочка, it's a nominative case. And the case of objects and all other nouns in the sentence must be changed. So you can see в школе, it was object, and we have changed the case of this noun into the prepositional case. Instead of школа, we are saying в школе. We change the ending to "е". Subject, only nominative case. All other nouns in the sentence, we have to put the different case. And let's look at what we already know about the prepositional case. We know that the main meaning of the prepositional case is place or location of someone or something. Also, we can use two prepositions with the prepositional case. Preposition в and the preposition на. Of course, there will be little bit more meanings and prepositions using with the prepositional case, but now we will need only these prepositions, в and на. They have same meanings, in, at, on. And also we learned about endings. We know that we have to change the noun if we change the case. Most of the masculine nouns will add the ending "e". Most of the feminine nouns will change the ending to "e". It was "a" and it will be "e" now. And most of the neuter nouns will also change the ending to "e", or they will leave the ending "e", because, as you know, neuter nouns has ending "e" in nominative case. These were basic endings, and most of the nouns will have these endings in the prepositional case. Not very difficult, you just have to remember one letter, "e". But you remember, I mentioned that these are not the all endings for prepositional case. Around 10% of the Russian nouns will have different endings in the prepositional case. It's just because Russian language likes exceptions a lot. So you will always have a rule, and then it will be one or two exceptions and additional information about every rule. So let's talk about additional endings for the prepositional case. And we will start from the masculine nouns. We have a small amount of masculine nouns ending in "и", and these nouns will change the ending to "и" instead of "e". For example, new word for you: sanatoriy, sanatoriy, sanatorium. You can see that this ending is "и", and if you want to put this noun in the prepositional case, you will need to say в санатории. You just have to put the ending "и" instead of normal "e" in the sanatorium. feminine nouns will have two exceptions. Also, nouns ending in iya will change the ending to e. Nouns ending in iya, they are mostly names or maybe country names. And I will give you two examples. Anglia, which means England. And if we want to say in England, we will need to say в Англии. So you will change this ya to e instead of normal e. В Англии. And Россия, which means Russia. Also, if you want to say in Russia, you will need to put this form в России. And last letter will be e. And also we have some feminine nouns which end with soft sign. And also in these nouns, in the prepositional case, we will need to change the ending to e instead of e. And let's take this example. Площадь, which means square. Площадь. It's a new word again for you. If I need to say on the square, I will need to put this form на площади. На площади. Ending will be e. And finally, neuter nouns ending in ie will also come in these exceptions. These nouns will change the ending to e again instead of e. Let's take this example. Упражнение. I think you know this word. It means exercise. If I want to say in the exercise, I will need to say в упражнении. The last letter will be e. And second word, здание, which means building. Again, it's a neuter nouns ending in ie. That's why we will need to change the ending to e in the prepositional case. В здании, in the building. Not very difficult. So what you need to remember that there are only two endings in the prepositional case. 90% of the nouns will have ending e. And some nouns will have ending e in the prepositional case. I created this slide for you that you understand that nothing is very confusing and difficult in the prepositional case. Masculine nouns, most of the masculine nouns, most of the feminine nouns and most of the neuter nouns will have the ending e in the prepositional case. В городе, in the city. На почте, at the post office. На море, at the sea. And some masculine, some feminine, and some neuter nouns will have different ending e. В санатории, in the sanatorium. На площади, on the square. В Англии, in England. В упражнении, in the exercise. You just need to remember two endings, e and e. And now let's repeat what nouns we normally use with preposition v and what we use with the preposition na. And let's start with v. It means in, at, or on. Санаторий, sanatorium. Россия, Russia. Англия, England. Упражнение, exercise. Здание, building. Ресторан, restaurant, it's a new word for you. Театр, theater, also new word. Театр. Школа, school. Дом, house. Машина, car. And город, city. Город, it's also a new word for you. If you want to put these words in the prepositional case, you will need to use the preposition в. В здании. Last letter will be e because this word ends with ie. В ресторане, in the restaurant. В школе, in the school. В машине, in the car. В городе, in the city. These words we will use with preposition v. And not many words we will use with на. На работе, Работа, work. Почта, post office. На почте, at the post office. Море, sea. На море, at the sea. Улица, it's a new word for you. Street. На улице, on the street. Площадь, also new word. Square. На площади, on the square. На площади, last letter will be E because this is our exceptional noun. It's a feminine noun ending with a soft sign. And we will have a small exercise for today. Упражнение 1. You will see the question and you will have to answer and put this noun in the prepositional case. Где твоя мама? Where is your mom? And you have to answer, she is at work. Think few seconds how you would say in Russian, she is at work. You will need to say она на работе. Работа. It was a nominative form, but we cannot put this word in the nominative form because it's not the subject. We will need to change it to the prepositional case because it means place, location. На работе. Where? Где твоя мама? Она на работе. And работа, it's a normal feminine word. We will need to change ending to «е». Next. Где ты? Means where are you? And you have to answer I am in England using я, which means I. Где ты? Where are you? Я в Англии. I'm in England. Anglia, it's our exceptional noun. It ends with «ия», it's a feminine form. You have to change «я» to «и». В Англии, я в Англии. I'm in England. Где твой папа? Where is your father? And you have to answer, he is at the sea. Он на море. You remember with word море we have to use на. Он на море. He is at the sea. Море, it was a neuter noun ending with «е». That's why in prepositional case we're supposed to change the ending to «е», but it was already «е». We will just leave the same ending. Он на море. Где ваша бабушка? Where is your grandmom? Ваша is just a more polite way to saying your. And you have to answer, she is at the sanatorium. Она в санатории. Ending «и» because sanatoriy, it was a masculine exceptional noun ending with «и». Instead of «е» you have to put «и». And the last one. Где музей? Where is the museum? And you have to answer that the museum is in the center. Maybe center of the city. Где музей? Музей в центре. В центре. You have to change the ending to «е» because center it's a normal masculine noun. I will not give you more exercises because this lesson anyways look a little bit heavy. But I promise you that on the next lesson we will start with another exercise practicing the prepositional case. And also in the next grammar lesson we will learn all personal pronouns in Russian language. You know already few of them. You know «я», which means I. You know «ты», which means you. You know «он», «она», «he», «she». But we have to complete this topic. And I hope you understand this difficult topic and enjoy this lesson. And if you have any questions, you can write them in the comments area under this video and I will definitely reply. And if you want to download this material to print it later, you can go to my website NotesForRU.com, and also you can visit my Facebook page NotesForRU Online Russian Lessons. And I will see you soon in the next grammar and vocabulary lesson, and bye. Пока!